On what was meant to be a day of joy and exploration at the serene beaches of Bahamas Rose Island, an entire family's life would on one fateful day be turned upside down when Jordan Lindsey, a vibrant 21-year-old from Torrance, California, was fatally attacked by not one, but a suspected 3 sharks before their very eyes.
I walked in and they said, "Your daughter's gone."
The Bahamas is an archipelago renowned for its pristine beaches and its vibrant marine ecosystems, and it was this very allure, of course, that had beckoned the Lindsey family. Drawn by its captivating marine life, coral reefs teeming with colorful fish, and the promise of crystal clear waters reflecting the azure skies, the family had chosen for their vacation what was as close to a paradise as they could imagine. Jordan Lindsey, a dedicated college student with a passion for environmental sciences and one of lofty dreams of hoping to one day make a positive difference in the world, had always been enchanted by the ocean's vastness as well as its inhabitants. Her innate love for the sea and the mysteries it concealed was not just a hobby but a reflection of her aspirations. On the fateful day of June 26, 2019, with the sun casting a golden hue on the sandy beaches of Rose Island and with gentle waves lapping at the shore, everything seemed aligned for the Lindsey family for an awesome snorkeling adventure. Jordan's father Michael, her siblings, and Jordan's longtime girlfriend decided to snorkel in one part of the island, while Jordan, accompanied by her mother Cammie, would not long after arriving at another part of the island, excitedly enter the cool waters, adjusted their snorkeling masks, and began exploring the underwater realms. As they snorkeled, the mother and daughter duo were quickly mesmerized by the beauty of the ocean world. Schools of fish darted around them, their scales shimmering in the filtered sunlight, while corals of various shapes and hues adorned the ocean floor. It almost seemed as if every moment was a discovery, and every sight a testament to the ocean's wonders. A few minutes into snorkeling, both Jordan and Cammie were so concentrated on exploring that they were sort of lost in their own little bubbles, and at this point were swimming just a few feet apart from one another. As Jordan reveled in the aquatic splendor around her, little did she know that she was being stalked by one of our ocean's most formidable predators. From the deeper blue, where the sunlight struggled to penetrate, the unmistakable silhouette of a tiger shark began its ascent. The tiger shark, scientifically known as Galiocerdo cuvier, is renowned for its adaptability and opportunistic hunting behavior. These apex predators, also known as the garbage cans of the ocean, are notoriously curious, and like any wild animal, can be unpredictable when they encounter something unfamiliar, especially a creature that looks like it could be a potential prey item.
Cammie said she heard Jordan yell like "Mom," and then Cammie looked back, and her first thing was she thought dolphins were around Jordan, and then she realized right away Jordan's was screaming "Mom," and then so Cammie turned around and started swimming to Jordan, and she's yelling, "Jordan, come swim to me," and then Jordan's not swimming so good, and then Cammie realized the first shark took most of her right arm off, and that's why she couldn't swim with her. She was trying to swim with one arm. They're swimming slowly, and then Jordan said, "Mom, there's another shark coming," and then it just hit the second shark, hit again on her lower leg, and just took a giant chunk out of her, and then that's the last thing Jordan said. And she tried to hit it in the nose, but she said the shark was so big it didn't even feel her.
As the shark's razor-sharp teeth tore through her flesh, it would easily bite off her right arm and begin inflicting severe bites to her legs and her buttocks. From Cammie's perspective, the once serene waters of Rose Island had now transformed into a theater of tragedy, and what were once clear waters around Jordan were at this point tainted in a crimson hue as the reality of the situation would set in. In the moments that followed the attack, time seemed to stand still, yet in a weird way, everything seemed to move in a frantic blur.
Put the towels over her leg, probably because they didn't, no tourniquet, they didn't know, these guys didn't.
There was no tourniquet, no nothing. There was no first aid kit.
No first aid kit.
And your daughter, at that moment, was still alive.
She was
on the
still,
boat.
Yes.
It wasn't until days after the tragic incident that a startling revelation would come to light from certain eyewitness accounts and reports. Jordan was attacked by 3 sharks in total.
When Jordan was fatally attacked by 3 sharks, according to police, severing her arm, her mother just feet away from her in the water.
And this detail, if accurate, would of course be a highly rare circumstance, as tiger sharks by nature are of course known to be solitary hunters, like many other sharks, and don't typically coordinate or hunt in packs like other species might.
They do hunt in packs at times, but usually the incidents are just an individual shark.
Jordan sustained deep lacerations to her legs as well as her buttocks, and such wounds, especially when inflicted by the serrated teeth of a tiger shark, can be particularly dangerous and damaging. Tiger sharks possess a unique dental structure, and they're known as the only species of shark that have the same kind of teeth on both their upper and lower jaws. These teeth are not only sharp, but they have a distinct curved and serrated edge. This design is meant for cutting and ripping through flesh with ease, as well as gripping onto their prey securely. The combination of both cutting and gripping capabilities in each set of teeth allows them to tear flesh much more easily and allows them to break through even harder materials like turtle shells with ease. And this is why when a tiger shark bites, its saw-like teeth cause severe wounds, often leading to extensive tissue damage. And of course, the depth and the severity of the cuts can impact muscles, tendons, blood vessels, and lead to significant blood loss.
Put the towels over her leg probably because they didn't, like, no tourniquet. They didn't know, these guys didn't.
There was no tourniquet,
No,
no nothing. There was no first aid kit.
No first aid kit.
And your daughter, at that moment, was still alive
She was
on the
still,
boat.
yes.
Beyond the physical injuries, the psychological trauma caused by such an attack is often profound. Survivors often have to grapple with the PTSD of experiencing flashbacks, nightmares, and heightened anxiety, especially in situations reminiscent of the attack, such as being near water or hearing stories of similar incidents. And these emotional scars can sometimes even run deeper than the physical ones, many a time requiring therapy and counseling to process the trauma and find a way to move forward.
She's seen her poor daughter die in her arms, and it's crazy. And Cammy has, like, she doesn't like the nights because, like, when she closes her eyes, she's back in that water again.
The challenges of physical recovery, coupled with the emotional toll of the trauma, would have demanded immense strength, resilience, as well as support. And while the human spirit and body are remarkably adaptive and capable of overcoming adversity, the insanely difficult journey to reclaiming a semblance of normalcy after such an event would have no doubt been arduous.
She probably worried about us more than she worried about herself.
She was my little guardian angel. She took care of me. Like, still every night I cry.
If this episode piqued your interest, then our previous one, about a man-eating leopard that killed 125 people in an unprecedented rampage, is likely to do the same. You can find it on the end screen of this video.